Hello everyone, and welcome back to Alphapath. Today we are diving deep into a crucial concept from Stephen Covey's timeless book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. It's all about the power of empathic communication. Let's explore why effective listening is a key ingredient to success in your personal and professional life, and how mastering it can lead to deeper connections and more productive outcomes. Most of us think we're good listeners, but here's the truth. We usually listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. This is what Covey calls autobiographical listening. When someone speaks, we immediately relate their experience to our own, using our personal frame of reference to interpret what they're saying. This means we're thinking about our responses, our solutions, or our experiences while they're still talking. For example, if a friend tells you about a problem they're having at work, your instinct might be to jump in with a story about a similar situation you had, or even worse, to start giving advice. But what's happening here? You've made the conversation about you, and when this happens, you miss the opportunity to truly understand them. Empathic listening is the solution. It's not just about hearing the words the other person is saying, it's about deeply understanding their perspective, their feelings, and their situation. Covey defines empathic listening as listening with the intent to understand, without judging, without filtering the information through your own lens, and without the need to reply immediately. This is a skill that requires effort and practice. Empathic listening involves focusing completely on the speaker, giving them your undivided attention, and paying attention to their body language, tone of voice, and emotions, not just their words. By doing so, you show that you value their experience and that you genuinely care about their thoughts and feelings. Why empathic listening is so powerful. Empathic listening does 3 key things that make it incredibly powerful in communication. 1. It builds trust. When someone feels truly heard, they are more likely to open up and share honestly, which creates a deeper level of trust. 2. It reduces conflict. Often, misunderstandings arise because we aren't really listening to each other. By focusing on understanding first, we can avoid jumping to conclusions or making assumptions, which reduces tension and conflict. 3. It strengthens relationships, whether in personal relationships, at work, or in leadership roles. Empathic listening helps you build stronger, more meaningful connections with the people around you. Now let's contrast that with autobiographical listening. This is when we filter everything through our own experiences. We do it without realizing, but it often leads to several common pitfalls. 1. We project our own thoughts or feelings onto the other person. We assume that because we had a similar experience, we know exactly how they feel, when in reality, their experience could be entirely different. 2. We tend to give unsolicited advice. Sometimes we think offering solutions will help, but what the other person often needs is simply to be heard, not for us to fix their problem. 3. We jump to conclusions. We may think we understand after hearing only part of the story, but we miss the full picture because we're not truly listening to understand. These habits prevent us from forming genuine connections. They leave the other person feeling misunderstood or even more isolated than before. It's easy to fall into these traps, but it's also possible to break free from them by practicing empathic listening. So how do you practice empathic listening? Here are 4 actionable steps that you can implement in your conversations today. 1. Listen with your full attention. When someone is talking, eliminate distractions. Put your phone away, make eye contact, and focus entirely on the speaker. This sends a clear message that you're fully engaged. 2. Listen to understand, not to respond. Instead of thinking about your reply, focus on understanding their perspective. Ask yourself, what is this person really trying to communicate? 3. Listen for emotions, not just words. Pay attention to the speaker's tone of voice, their body language, and the emotions behind their words. This will give you a deeper understanding of what they're feeling. 4. Reflect back what you hear. To ensure you've understood correctly, repeat back what you think they're saying. For example, you might say, "So what I'm hearing is that you're feeling frustrated because..." This shows the speaker that you're truly trying to understand them, and it gives them a chance to clarify if necessary. Empathic listening is not just a tool for better personal relationships, it's also incredibly effective in leadership and professional settings. When leaders practice empathic listening, they foster an environment of trust and open communication, which leads to more engaged and motivated teams. Employees feel valued when they know their concerns and ideas are being heard, and this often results in better performance and job satisfaction. In personal development, empathic listening allows us to deepen our understanding of others, which ultimately enhances our emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a critical factor in achieving success. as it helps us navigate complex social situations, resolve conflicts more effectively, and build stronger, more resilient relationships. So, this habit teaches us that real communication begins with listening. Empathic listening is a powerful skill that can transform not only your relationships but also your leadership and personal growth. I hope you found this deep dive into empathic communication insightful. If you did, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content on success and personal development. Remember, it's not just about speaking effectively, but about listening with intent. See you next time.